Hey guys, it's me, Anne, with Sheepishly Cute Yarn. Sorry it's been so long since I saw you guys. I wasn't feeling well for a while. And life got in the way, so I'm here now and feeling so much better. So I wanted to show you guys what I've gotten, some new things I've gotten, some old things I've worked on, some things I've cast on when I probably shouldn't have, some things that I finished. So I did bring the socks that I told you guys I finished last time to show you them. So here's my first finished object, is these socks by Desert Vista Dye Works. This is Exploding Peeps, I think is the colorway it is. So I did finish them. They look so great. And I did not do a heel on these. I just knit a straight tube because I wanted to see how they would fit. And I kind of really like them. They're great, like lounging around the house socks. So I may do that again. I'm working on another pair of socks that I'm gonna just continue to knit until I run out of yarn. So they may end up with different toes, but we'll see. So these are on my sock blockers that I got on Etsy. And I did post a link to the shop that I got these on a couple episodes back, but they're no longer open. The shop isn't, so I'm not sure what happened there. But I'm sure if you Google, or if you go on Etsy and you search these skeleton feet sock blockers, you probably come up with something pretty similar. Because I know they were 3D printed, but I'm so glad I got them when I did because they don't have them anymore. So these are mediums. I have a big foot, you guys. We're hobbits in this house. So I wear a 9.5, so I got a big foot. So it works out because my husband's feet are close to the same size. So I'm able to use this size sock blocker, and then I can just extend the ankle or whatever. But he doesn't really like hand knit socks, guys. He's kind of a knit snob. He's sitting over there. He probably just heard me. Shh. But yeah, so I finished these. I wanted to bring them and show you guys. I have worn them already. I think I washed them and re-wore them. I'm not sure, but I really like them. It's really hot here. Again, it cooled down and then it got hot again. So socks during the day like this, not really an option. I mean, I do wear them sometime at work because it gets cold in there, but most of the time it's not happening. I can't wait for cooler weather because I am a sock person. I love layers and just warm snuggliness. So these are, like I said, they're Desert Vista Dye Works. And this, I still have some of this yarn left, you guys. I have, where is it? I don't know where it is. I think I put it away because there was still a good amount of it left. I probably have enough to make a beanie or a hat with it. So we'll see. I think so. I don't remember how much I have left. I should have weighed it. Maybe I'll weigh it and get back to you. If you want to know how much I have left, comment down below and I'll let you know. So, oh, I do have some new additions to the Nerd Cave up here. I got my Gummy Bear pop figures. The only one I'm missing is Grammy, I think, and Toomey. I think it's Toomey I'm missing. I think there's two I'm missing. I know I don't have Grammy. I really want her. So we'll see. But I found those guys and I was like, well, I gotta get them. And then we upgraded our shelf a little bit so I had a little bit more space because it was already pretty full up there. I may have a pop figure problem, but I haven't bought new pop figures in a long time, so it's okay. So I do have most of the Harry Potter pop figures. We have our gaming pop figures. My husband has his Dragon Ball Z pop figures, and we have some other odds and ends in there. So one day I'll show you guys that side of the room, but right now it's got the spinning wheel by it, so you don't want to see over there. But yeah, so there's these guys. And then I have, what else did I finish? Oh, I thought I hit the button just now. I scared myself. Oh, let me put that there. I finished 2 hats. Two. Guys, I finished the Sockhead Slouch hat. And it's kind of big. Like, it's not, I made a medium. But like when you hold it up, it looks kind of big. So I didn't do as much ribbing as it called for. I think I did a little bit less because I'm not a huge ribbing fan. But it looks really nice. And I've worn it a couple times, so it's already stretched out. So I'm going to throw it in the wash. But this is on Leading Men Fiber Arts. I believe it's Fright Night colorway. I'll check. But I'll show you the hat. Oh, wait, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Anyways, this is my sockhead slouch. Let me get it on without freaking up my hair too bad. All right, here we go. Sorry. So I really love it. It looks funny because my bangs are pulled back, but it's still pretty cute. And it's got a good slouch on it. It's not super slouchy. I think because I didn't do as much ribbing up here, so it doesn't have as long of a, doesn't have as big of a length on it. It had a couple different options for the sizes on Ravelry's where I got the pattern, and it is free pattern. I did purchase a new needle for it because I wanted something with this yarn. I wanted something with a little bit more of a tip to it than my Knit Picks interchangeables. So I got, it's not in there. It's over here. It's in this bag. It's in one of my new sewn project bags. I'm not sure if I showed this one to you guys or not. I don't think I did. So this is my Marauders Map with the Hogwarts interior. And then I ordered some Progress Keepers from Adore Knits that I'll show you guys in a little bit. But so the extra yarn from my hat and the needle I used is in here. So this is how much yarn I have left from making my sockhead slouch. I could definitely probably make a pair of shorties with this if I did maybe contrasting heel toes and cuffs. I think I'm going to, because I just love, look at the colors. I just love how it did like a micro striping. It's so fantastic, you guys. It's so fantastic. It looks so cool. And I love Leading Men Fiber Arts. I love their yarn. And they're kind of local to me, so it's not too far of a drive. But I ordered a Chagoo fixed circular. This one is a 3 millimeter 2.5 Chagoo. And this is the Chagoo lace. So it has a tighter, more of a point on it. And it worked better with this yarn. Like doing the ribbing and stuff, I really need a sharp point on my needles. Or the ribbing just doesn't, it's just not enjoyable for me. So I got this because I'm like, well, if I really like the pattern, which I was really enjoying it, then I can make some more hats with the fingering weight yarn that I have a lot of. So here's an idea. So also, people sometimes like fingering weight hats more than a worsted weight hat or anything like that. So I can use it for some Christmas gifts, I figure, and it would be good for a Ross hat pattern as well. So, and I've got plenty of Felici to work with that, so I'm excited. So that is that for those, and I have my little fried egg needle stoppers for the ends of the needles to help keep my knitting on there. When I put it in the bag, it always freaks me out that it's not going to stay on there because I've had it happen before. So these I got on Tesla Baby on Etsy. They also have chewing stuff, baby chew toys and stuff like that. So that's that. There's my sockhead slouch hat, and there's the yarn I had left. I should measure it. I just don't want to grab my scale. So I'll measure it. I really don't want to grab my scale today. It's way over there. So there's that. What did I just stick my finger in that was sticky? Huh. Oh, my fingernail got caught on the edge of the yarn. So yeah, there's that guy. And let's see. All right. We have, what's that? Oh, the second thing I finished. Sorry. I'm going to take this hat off. throw this guy over there because that's done. I finished this guy. Look at it. Look at the pom-pom, you guys. Look at how outrageous this pom-pom is. It makes me so happy. So I didn't weave in the ends on this one yet. But I just wanted to, I had this yarn left over. I dyed, this is my yarn that I dyed last year for a Halloween knit project. And I was working on a scarf, I think it was. I had dyed it all for a sweater. And this was the only one that turned out like super great. So I kept this one and used the rest of the yarn to make the sweater. And then I kept this skein, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? So I was sitting there, and I was like, I know. I'm going to pull it up. I don't know where the extra of that is either. Wow, I'm all over the place today. So I picked it up, and I cast on a Ross hat, you guys. And I just did extra rows because I wanted a brim. I wanted to be able to fold it. And I wanted a ridiculously large pom-pom on top. So I went and picked one up. So this is a Knit Pick Swish base. So it's very soft and plumptious if you're looking to dye yarn or looking at dyeing yarn, you know, for yourself. Because let's be real, if you're dyeing yarn and you don't have a large customer base, it can be deflating. So, or if you don't have somewhere to sell it. But this yarn is, it's just yarn I had dyed up myself. It does not have a colorway name, but I thought about calling it Haunted House because I like the colors. It reminds me of just a old cartoony like Scooby-Doo haunted house with like the purples and stuff in there. So I don't know, but I love this pom-pom. It's so ridiculous, you guys. And it is I did sew it on. I was just like, forget it, it's getting sewn on. Because I don't wear my hats so much to where they need washed constantly. Normally I have quite a few hats, so I tend to wear them all over the place. So I don't normally wash them constantly because I'm not normally wearing the same hat for days on end. So those are the two hats I finished. And then I made 8 project bags. I made 8 project bags, you guys. I got in the sewing mood and I just sewed my little heart out. Oh, there's the leftover yarn from that hat. It's in my lap. So that's the leftover yarn that I had from knitting this hat. And it was one hank of swish, bear swish that I dyed. So yeah, there's that little guy. Isn't it so cute? And I'm going to use him on something else. I have a northeasterly sweat blanket over there. That's like a scrappy blanket, but I'm not sure if it will look okay with worsted weight thrown in. But I might do it anyways because it's my blanket. Who cares? So we'll see. But I just love it. I just look at that little nugget. It's so great. I did fuzz and dog hair on it. My apologies. So anyways, what I was saying, I made some project bags. So I really wanted some new project bags. I love buying project bags, but realistically, who can do that, right? Who can sit there and just splurge on bags all the time? So I had fabric from bags I had made before, and I had bought some new fabric. So I can also show you my stitch markers that I made too. So I made all these plumptious, lovely little things right here. Ooh, and I'm a crazy person. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all these bags. I love this bag. It is my spookiest favorite bag in the whole wide world. I did a purple zip, and then it's got gray and white polka dots on the inside. It's so witchy. I just love it. And then it's got a little stitch marker that I put on there for the bag clip, which is a bat that I made. I didn't make the bat. I made the stitch marker. I put the jump ring on there and attached it to the bag. So I made that one. And then I've made another flower print one with the stormtroopers, of course. So, and then it's got a little bobble on there too. And then I did Harry Potter one. This one has a blue zip with the blue. I like this because it looks like something like, it reminds me of like the Felix Felicis potion. the liquid luck potion. Except it's not gold. It just reminds me of that. I don't know. I get those vibes from it. So my zipper's stuck. Oh, whatever. So I stuck it on there. But I wanted it to go with the inside because the inside is the little chibi Harry Potter characters. So I did that. I got this fabric at Walmart, you guys. So if you're looking to make some project bags, I use Simply in Stitch's project bag tutorial that she has for simple project bag. And then I just use these. I would sell these, but they're licensed materials, so I would need the license for the copyright. I'm not trying to get arrested. But maybe I'll have some for giveaways. I can give these away to you guys. Maybe if we hit 50 subscribers, I can do a bag giveaway, and you can get to pick which bag you want out of these. Maybe there'll be a skein or two of yarn in there as well. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? We could do that. Here's another bag. This one is not stuck. This one's just the opposite of the other one. It's the opposite of this guy. But it has a pink zip to go with the outside. I love these little chibi Harry Potters. They're so great. And this one doesn't have a bag zip, a bag pull on it because zipper's getting stuck. I put my fabric too close to some of the zippers. So another reason why I don't want to sell them, because you gotta give them a tug. But this one broke. The little ball shattered when I was putting them away. So I just left it without a ball on it. I'll put another one on later. So there's also this Marauders Map one. This one's got a yellow zip. Guys, I went crazy with the zipper colors. I couldn't decide, so I just got them all. And this one has the Hogwarts crest in there. And it just, the colors just go so great together. And this one has a clear, like, gemmed zip bobble on it. And these ones, you can, if you have pliers or something, you can pull that off and put it on a stitch marker or a chain or whatever. But you don't have to. They're great little zippers, zipper pulls. I've got my friend's one. I did make a really big version of this that I have my sweater stuff in. That I think I might take it apart or like sew it down the middle or something, just so it's not quite as massive. So we'll see. This one is just the same fabric on both sides. Just double the fabric. So, but that's got all the central perk and the turkey and Monica's picture frame on her door and the fountain and just a bunch of greatness. So, oh, there's another Harry Potter one. This one is the Deathly Hallows. This one's got a green, lime green's my fave. And then I put a little witch hat on there. See it? Isn't that cute? It's got little stars. Let's see if I can flip it. There it goes. Isn't that cute? This one has a stuck zipper. Oh, this one's a great one too. I just gotta get the zipper off. And I put the top stitch on these like she told us to. I just had the fabric too close to the zip. So I just have to move it back and forth. And finagle it till it opens. But that's okay, because how many times do you have the whole bag open anyways, you know? So this one has these guys in it. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? Hermione right there and Ron. That's Harry too. His head's cut off. I think he's on the other side. So, yeah, there he is. So, yeah, I love this one. Lime green's my fave. And then I love the little witch's hat on there. It's so cute. Oh, here's the other version of that. If you notice, there's a crease. I did not iron these. It's fine. So, there's the inside. The inside of this bag looks like this. And then the inside of this bag looks like this. Because I don't like to do the same thing. So, there is this bag, and then it has a little bobble on it. So a couple of these I'm going to keep. Probably I would say these two. I'm going to keep these two. And then probably we'll do a giveaway with the other ones. Maybe we'll do a giveaway for 50 subscribers. That'd be awesome. So subscribe and we can do 50 subscribers. And we'll do a giveaway, and maybe I'll throw in a couple things of yarn, maybe a needle or something in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll get one of my new stitch markers that I made. Let me show you. I already kind of sneak peeked you a couple because the witch's hat and the bat are ones that I made. So I made jack-o'-lanterns. They're so cute. Let me see. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the jack-o'-lantern. So cute. And the witch's hat. I just love these, you guys. They're so fantastical. And then the bat. And I think the ghost is the only one left. So the ghost, guys, this ghost doesn't look like a ghost, okay? It looks like sperm. I'm just putting it out there, just letting you know. All right, it's inappropriate. But he's kind of cute, like, so I don't know if that was their intention. They were trying to do like the cute little whimsical like Casper look, but next time. I got these on Amazon, you guys, so I'm not bashing any hand makers because they would be great if they were from a hand maker. So I made a whole little box of these. I'm going to be taking them with me and having some down at the bookstore here in town. I might add some to my Etsy shop, but they're so cute. And who doesn't love Halloween, guys? Totally me. I love Halloween. So yeah, I've got those in there, and I am using a couple of them. I made a couple and kept them for myself, and they work really well on fingering weight and like worsted weight. That jump ring will fit right on your needle, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're one of those people that likes to use them for progress keepers, you can just attach a hook or a clip to the end and you'd be fine. Or you could even tie a extra piece of yarn through that. Or you could wear them as a charm. Wear it on your neck or whatever. So they're super cute. So that's that. I made those. And I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't knitting a whole lot, but I still got a good amount done, I think. Before I show you my whips, I can show you these little guys that I got. I got these from Adore Knits. I saw them on Needles at the Ready, and I had to have. So I looked them up, and I got me some, and they sent me an extra one because they're so sweet. So I got this. These are little clips. I had this one clipped to a bag, because it's just got that big lobster claw on it. But I just look, it's a cauldron, and then guess what, you guys? It's the spell book. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Oh, they did such a great job on these. They were so fantastic. And then they sent me this one. It's a black cat. So I got these. It's been about 2 weeks since I got them, and I was like, I couldn't wait to show you guys, and then I wasn't on. I'm so sorry. So yeah, they're so great. Like, they're such a great quality. These, I feel like they are good for a heavy project. Like, the cauldron is great for a smaller project, but like this guy, he's got a little bit of weight to it, so he'd be good on a bag or like a charm bracelet or something like that easily. But I don't know. I'd be afraid he'd stretch out my stitches, and that just might be me being crazy. But maybe on like the back of a sweater or something, that might be okay. So there's those guys. Oh, then I got some yarn to show you. So I got a couple different yarns. I have one yarn that's shipped that should be here soon. And then I was able to finally get a Charmed and Dangerous charm, you guys. So that one's on its way too. I'm not sure when they'll come. But I'll have to show them on the next podcast. But I did get some new things. I got this beauty right here. And I already caked it up because I wanted to start socks, but I started a different pair of socks because I'm a monster. So these are my next socks. And I really want them as socks, but I thought about making them as fingerless mitts too. I just have a sock and mitt problem. Like, I just love it. When it's self-striping, I just can't control myself, you guys. Let's be honest. So this one is, you guys, it's Nomadic Yarns. I got one. This one is called Harvest Moon. It kind of reminds me of the video game Harvest Moon. I'm not sure if that's what she was going for or if she was going for, you know, Halloween Harvest Moon. But it works both ways. So it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I can't wait. This is on her Brit sock. It's 400 yards, 100 grams, 80% superwash BFL, and 20% nylon. It says hand wash in cold water. I have never used her yarn, and I'm so excited to use it, you guys. I'm so excited. I also didn't realize that Nomadic Yarns is close to me, so that's really cool. So I can't wait to try this. I already love the look of it, and I'm just super excited about it. So I had to cake it up right away. I just had to. And then I started casting on a different pair of socks while I was waiting for this one. And then I got it and I caked it up, and I was like, well, I'm already working on socks. I'll finish those socks and then I'll do this. Whatever. I will knit it. It doesn't matter if it's not Halloween for me. I'm going to wear it regardless. So I got that yarn. And then I got some other yarn, you guys. If you're not on Facebook Marketplace, get on Facebook Marketplace, because there's a lot of people that do a lot of destashing. I got like $250 worth of Knit Picks yarn from this lady for $40, okay? I got so many different colors of the Mighty Stitch, Knit Picks Mighty Stitch. You guys, I just bought a new sweater pattern. I'm making a sweater. I have enough to make 3 sweaters, I think. I got so much yarn, and it's all the Mighty Stitch. There's a couple other smaller, like there was some Karen Simply Soft and stuff. I'm giving that to my cousin because she just started knitting and she's gonna love it. She likes Karen Simply Soft, so I might give her some of these too. We'll see. Don't watch this, Tracy. So I'm using some of these colors that I have behind me. Can you see them? The yellow and the burgundy and the gray. And then I think there's a brown back here. There's 2 of these skeins, but I grabbed the one that was already unraveled. So I grabbed that one. So I'm going to use those to make this guy, the fall collection from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. This is Megan Regan. She just did a podcast, her podcast, and she had this sweater on, the Mostly Ghostly. And I saw it and I'm like, oh, I have to knit that. And then she was talking about her fall collection. You guys, this pattern is so affordable. It's insane. And it's a collection of, I think it's 4 or 5 different yoke ideas you can do in worsted or DK weight. So there's 1, let's see, 2, 3 Halloween designs, okay? And then there's 1, 2 fall designs that you could wear in like November and stuff like that. And they're gorgeous. I can't show you the designs because they're the charts and you're not getting it. You'll have to pay for it. But if you go on Ravelry or on her Etsy page, you can look it up and she'll show you the pictures of what she's got. But she's wearing the Mostly Ghostly in her latest episode and I just love it. So I may knit a Mostly Ghostly in different colors, but the yarn I'm using behind me is going to be for the, I can't decide if I want to do the Dancing Maple or the Rustling Leaves. I think I'm going to do the Rustling Leaves because of the colors that they have for it. But I think it's, I don't know, it might be the Dancing Maple. I don't know. I might start it and then decide I want to do something else. But I wanted to do one of the fall ones because I'm already using one of her patterns to make the Halloween heart, you guys. I can show you that. So that's that pattern right there. I'm using one of her patterns already to make the Halloween heart. Let me grab it. It's in my big friends bag down here. Yeah. All right, here we go. That's sitting in my naughty knitting sack. Where's the pattern at? It's in here. Oh, it's in here. It's in here. This is my big friends bag. It's gigantic. And it's got all my yarn that I'm going to use in here. Or the yarn that I did use so that I keep it all in place. So I did work a little bit on my Halloween heart sweater last night, finally. The one part that I'm not loving about this is the spiders, you guys. I did the spiders on the chart, and they're just, I have to focus on them really hard. So at the end of the day, it's not easy for me to do. So that's the only snag. All the other color work has been, it's been super easy, but the spider is the biggest color work part so far. And it's just making sure that I'm using the right color. And the yarn that I chose has specks of black in it, so it makes it difficult to see if I used black or my Goodbye to Life by Trilogy yarns. So we'll see how it looks. I mean, I like how it looks. It looks really cool. This one is the Halloween heart. And this is not a new pattern from her. This one's 2019. I could show you this. That's the design that she had, the sample that she had for the picture. But there's several different chart ideas you can do in here, you guys. It's gorgeous. There's so many different ideas. Like this pattern, I could probably make 8 different sweaters, and none of them you would ever be able to tell were from the same thing. So, and this is sitting in my Naughty Knitting sack that I got. So sorry, got buzz in my mouth. I took it to work, and the girls at work loved it. So they just thought it was the funniest thing. One of the girls at work asked me if I could have it, if it could be reversible. And I said, well, I don't know. And I turned it inside out. You can do it reversible, but then you can't zip it. But it's such a great bag. I just love it. It's got. So you check out her site. She's Naughty Knitting Sack. See her logo right there on the front. It's not for everybody. She does have some nerdy stuff too. I really like her nerdy selection. But let me show you my sweater, okay? And it's getting almost to the point where it can't fit in the Naughty Knitting sack. So it's kind of inside the bigger bag, inside this bag. So that way this yarn doesn't get mixed up with that yarn and become a tangled mess. So this is kind of sitting on top of all of it. So my floats and stuff are kind of crazy because it's still working on it. But I can show you. And I got it on my needles. I need to have it on a longer needle so you can see the yoke spread out more, but you can see it. I haven't.
That loud.
Yeah. So I have it, I just haven't switched it. So, I've got it on this. Look at, I just love it, you guys. It's so fantastic. So this orange is a yarn I got in Texas. This green is kind of a big deal from Leading Men Fiber Arts. The white is Knit Picks Stroll in white. The purple is Evil Queen from Leading Men Fiber Arts. And this beautiful pinky purple is Goodbye Life from Trilogy Yarns. And the black is just a yarn I got from a big box store. So it's super soft, and I've never done this before. The collar on this, I just love it. Look, you can see the twist where I accidentally twisted it, but I don't care. I think it looks really cool. I think it kind of looks like bread almost, so I really like the way it looks. So hopefully I'll be done with the spiders. I think there's one more. I have the option for one more. Oh, it's all tangled now. One more color work section if I want. And then I can split for the sleeves. Or I think I split for the sleeves and then I can do another color work option. So I might do that. I really just love her color work. My problem is my chest. So I want to make sure that you can see whatever design I'm going to do. And it's not going to end up under the fold there, you know. So you can't see what it is. But yeah, so I really love her patterns. They're very easy to read. I love the colors and stuff she's come up with, and I'm just loving it. So, oh, and I got my little jack-o'-lantern stitch marker on there for my beginning of round. So there's that guy. So I did make a little bit of progress on him, not much, but some. And then, because I'm crazy, when I got all this yarn on Facebook, okay, I was so excited to get 2 garbage bags full of Knit Picks yarn for $40, you guys. I was like, I don't feel good, but I'm going to pick up this yarn. So she left it outside and I didn't have to see her. I wore my mask and everything was fine. So, so when I got this, I was like, okay, I'm running out of space in my yarn cave, or my yarn chives, as Ross says, his yarn chives. So I'm running out of space in my yarn chives, which is just my ottoman in our nerd cave. So I wanted to pull out some yarn that I could knit up really quick and get it out of the way so I could make room for the new yarn. So what I casted on was this beauty right here. Okay, and it is in my Lila Styles bag. Right here, Lila Styles. So, I just cast on the new color just the other night. And this is great for TV knitting because I've been watching Ghost Hunters, like the older episodes again, because I'm addicted. And I've just been knitting away like a crazy person. So this is just going to be a little blanket. It might be a baby blanket. It depends on the size with all the yarn that I have. It might be a lap gan, but I think it's just going to be a baby blanket. I had bought this yarn originally for a friend who had a baby, and I ended up buying 2 different types of yarn, and I used the other yarn to make her first blanket. So her birthday's going to be coming up in a couple months, so maybe she'll get another blanket. Or maybe it'll be a Christmas gift. Who knows? But I really like this yarn. Like, this is a nice... I got this. This is Yarn Bee yarn, and it was like a 3-pack. I don't know how to explain it to you. So it was like, this is the Knit Picks that I got from that lady. That's one of them. So I have that in there because I was going to add it, but I'm not sure if I am now. So these guys, they're these little wheels. Oh, I just pulled on that. And they go like this together. So it was like this color. It was this color. So it was this color, and then the white, I think it was, in one pack. Okay. And then it was this color and this and the gray were in another pack. So what I did was I bought both packs and I'm just alternating the colors. I'm just kind of making it an ombre look. I really like it. So when I'm done with the blue, the really pretty turquoise, I think I'm going to add this pink and then I'll do, or coral, and then I'll do this coral to go with it. I think that will look really, really nice. And then if I don't like how big it is, which I think it'll be pretty good size, then I have this other coral I can add to it, which is called coral. No, it's called conch from Knit Picks. And this is some of that stuff I got from Marketplace. But it is really soft. It's almost the same softness as this Yarn Bee yarn, but I think it's just better. I don't know. But this is 20% superwash wool and 80% acrylic. And I think the Yarn Bee yarn is 100% acrylic. So I just have to be careful if I put this in with the acrylic yarn, because baby might have wool allergies. So even with 20%, you kind of want to make sure it's superwash. So it shouldn't be bad, but you never know. So I may add those. I may not. If I don't, then I think I might use them for one of the sweater patterns in the new Disney knit book, which I haven't seen. I've only seen teases, but they're looking great, and I might do that. I also got another pom-pom, if that doesn't work, to make a hat, I think, out of this guy. So, oh, let me see. See, this guy. Ooh, won't that be great? I kind of like this one. I kind of just like this color. Like, is it just, I just want this pom in my life all the time. So I got this Hobby Lobby, guys, before I realized they were horrible people. So, but it was only $3.99. Can they not be horrible people? That'd be great. So there's that. But yeah, so there's these guys, and then I just have them in here. But I think I'm gonna take them out. It's my yarn, and I'll do what I want with it. How about that? So I'm knitting this guy, and I'm just doing straight knit stitches back and forth. I'm not doing a purl row or anything like that. So it's just a straight garter stitch, no stockinette. And I'm doing these on my Mindful needles. These are US 8, 5mm Knitter's Pride Mindful needles from the Mindful collection, but needles. These are fixed needles, and I really like them, but this one has a loose needle on it. But that's okay, because I didn't buy the whole set of these because I would love to, but who can afford to do that? So I bought needles that I wanted, that I use the most. I bought those instead. So, and I can just order some more if this one does break. But I think they have a warranty, the place I bought it from. So I'll have to look. But I just love the tips, you guys. After knitting with these and then going back to just my regular Knit Picks interchangeables, it's definitely a difference. But if you're working with like worsted weight yarn and stuff, you don't realize it. But when you start working with fingering weight yarn and stuff, you really see the difference because of that, just that little bit more of a tip on there. It's just fabulous. So these are very nice. I love them. You guys, I love them. So but yeah, so there's that guy. He's just getting knit away, and I haven't obviously done any of my ends or anything. I'm just leaving them there to hang out until I'm done with it. Normally I do it when I'm TV knitting, so I just kind of add it and keep going, and then whenever I finish, I'll sew in the ends and all that jazz, you know, secure it. And most of my stuff, if I give it to people, I tell them if they have any issues or if it breaks or if it gets snagged or anything, just give it back to me. I'll fix it and then give it back to you. So, because I want people to be able to keep stuff like that, you know. So many people throw things away for no reason now. So, a blanket like that, especially one that takes so long, it's just a nice thing to have. I'm going to get some labels, I think, because I'm going to do a lot of knit gifting again this year. And I'm just going to be getting some labels, you know, that say knit with love or whatever on it, so that people understand it does take a long time to knit a present for somebody. And a lot of thought does go into it because you are thinking about the colors they would like and what kind of clothes they would wear. Or if you're making a hat, oh, does this person normally wear like a beanie or a big fluffy hat, or do they like slouchy hats, or do they like hats at all? Are they more of an earmuff person, or would they be better in a scarf or gloves, all that stuff. So it does take a lot of thought, and I don't think some people realize how much goes into knitting a hand knit gift. It's not saving money by any means, because they spend the money on that yarn and they spend the time to make it, and it normally takes several hours to make even a hat, depending on who's knitting it and what they're doing and how much time they have. So I think I'm just going to be doing some more of that this year and getting those labels in on them so that maybe people appreciate it a little bit more, you know, just something nice to have later in life. I don't know. If not, oh well, they can give it to somebody else that will enjoy it. As long as they don't throw it away, I don't care what happens to it. So on that note, we'll switch to this. When I was looking on Bad Wolf Girl Knits Etsy, she had some yarn available. I think she was doing a D-stash. I'm not sure. So I did purchase some yarn from her. I don't have it all in front of me. The other stuff is over there. But I put this one right here. Will you grab that for me? Sorry, hold on a second. Will you grab that for me? It's in that, right there in that clear bag on the left. That, yep. Yeah, the whole thing. Thank you. Sorry, it's crinkly. This is what I got from her. So she had some Knit Picks yarn for really reasonable. So I'm assuming she was just destashing or getting rid of some yarn that she didn't quite like. So it was only a couple bucks a ball. So I nabbed it. So I got three. I got 3 balls of this Knit Picks Comfy Sport in Lilac. And it's just, I think it would be a really great, like, contrasting toe. Or just socks in general. I'm not sure what people normally use Comfy Sport for, but it's so freaking soft, it's unreal. So, it's a Pima cotton blend. 75% Pima cotton, 25% acrylic, 136 yards, 50 grams, and it's sport weight. It says machine wash, tumble dry low, Knit Picks. So, I think you could do some socks with it, and they just kind of be summer socks, which would be nice. Maybe I'll do that. I want to knit more socks. I want to knit my mom a pair of socks for Christmas. Don't tell her. Not with the purple though. Maybe with part of the purple. She loves tie-dye and stuff, so I definitely have to find a bright colored yarn to get for her. So I also got this one. It's the palette. This one says Masala. The color is number 185. It's so great. So, and this one is 100% Peruvian Highland wool, which I'm going to be gifting this to somebody, because the Peruvian wool messes with my allergies a bit. So unless I'm outside where I'm not, I don't know, having it close to my face and stuff, I think it's going to be difficult for me to knit with. So I'm going to be gifting this. And I got 1 ball of this orange and then 2 balls of this gray. And I was going to use it to make, and I still might. I might just deal with it. Take some extra allergy medicine and give it a shot. It doesn't work that way. But I have another pattern by Bad Wolf Girl Studios. And it's her pumpkin patch cowl. And I bought these for that pattern. So maybe I'll knit it because I really want to wear that pumpkin patch cowl. But I think I have enough yarn for sure to knit it out of a different yarn that won't bother me as much. Because if I do knit it, I'm not going to be able to wear it because it'll be too close to my face. So, but it's not going to stop me from knitting with it because it's gorgeous. So that's what I got from her. She also sent me some chamomile tea. And I love when people do that. But, guys, I cannot drink chamomile tea. So I just have it for when people come over. I cannot drink oolong tea or chamomile because it messes with my asthma. But I always want to try it because it looks so good. But whenever I do, it's not good. It's a bad thing. So I just keep it, and if somebody comes over and they want some chamomile tea, I have some. So I have a bunch of other tea, don't you worry, but I've gotten so many chamomile teas, and it just makes me sad because I can't drink them. I feel so bad. So, but yeah, so that's what other yarn I got. And like I said, I got that from her, and I think it was like a de-stash or something, or she had extras. I don't know. But I got it at a really good price, so that was really exciting for me. So I got that. I got that yarn. I got the new pattern. Showed you some of that work. God, I've gotten a lot to show today, don't I? I need to stop waiting so long to show you guys things. You guys, I worked on my rainbow robot sweater. Finally, I was not liking the way this was fitting me. Okay, I had my color work too tight at some point. It was too tight on my arms. I also gained some weight from when I originally started making it. So it was just a kerfuffle. So I steeked it. It's still missing an arm, don't you worry. But I did steek it when I was sewing. So one arm's on there, and I have the stitch marker so I know where I did the decrease. It looks a little crazy in the back, but that's just because of these stitches. When I was doing it, I put it down for a long time, then picked it back up, and that happened. I think I actually pulled out a couple stitches on it or something, and then went back and then put it back. I don't care. You guys, I don't care. It's going to be my sweater. So there's my floats on the inside. They're gorgeous. I haven't done any weaving. I don't care. I do it at the end. It kind of helps me finish off the project. So I steeked it, and to help it fit me better, I also folded down the collar a bit because I started to pull it out on the collar. Okay, so I folded it down and I sewed that too. So it's got this little cute collar on it, but it's not done. I have to pick up the sides and I have to make a nice ribbing or a nice edge on it because it's kind of wonky. Okay, because I sewed it with my sewing machine. And see that right there, that curve? That's where it was too tight on me. So when I cut it and I sewed it, it still had that tightness there. So I'm just going to add a nice little edging there, probably with the avocado on both sides. And then just put a cute little button on there. I'm not sure if I want to do a button all the way down it or just a button here or here. but I'm big busted, so I don't want to just have one button because it's just going to fly off. So, but it does fit me better. I do like it. I'm still trying to lose weight, so I haven't blocked it or anything. It's still missing an arm, so, but I can show you kind of what I'm working with. It's always weird putting a sweater on that's not fully complete because you just feel funky in it. But if it doesn't fit me, I'm going to give it to my daughter. So, because she'll totally wear it around the house or something, maybe. Maybe I'll gift it to somebody else. But you can kind of see it's still tight right here on my armpits. But it's not. It's just the way I made the yoke. And this wasn't a pattern, you guys. I saw the chart. I wanted to make the chart. So I made the chart. So this is my fault. But I really like how it looks. Like, steeked. I can't believe the steek turned out as well as it did. I was super excited about it. I really need to finish this arm so I don't look so crazy. So I'm just going to see how it stays up there, and then it kind of stretches here. But I think once it's blocked and finished, actually finished, it will be a lot easier because I've used this yarn before, and once it's blocked and washed, it's so soft, and it's just this lovely yarn. So, but the rainbow robot is made out of Leading Men Fiber Arts Mayflowers gradient set, I think it is. That's back there too. And I used it for the bottom as well. See, and how that's curling up. I don't like that that's curling up. I don't know how to get it to not do that. I think once it's done, I can block it and then put a button down there to help hold it. So that it's straight. See that? So, but I think that will help. I really would rather button it all the way up. I just like that look. But I just have a little bit of issue here. So, we'll see. But I gotta do the, I gotta pick up and make a nice edging for buttons and stuff. And then I can finish the sleeve. And then we'll see how it goes. It might be a while, but I'm glad that I got part of it done. You guys, it's so close to being finished. And I did make it short on purpose because I wanted that shorter sleeve because I like to layer. So I can wear a longer sleeve shirt underneath it and have it layered, or I can wear a dress and have a cute shorter sleeve and everything. So, but yeah, I steeked it, and it was nerve-wracking when I first did it. But it turned out really well, and then I just folded the edge over and sewed it with my sewing machine. So I think, I think that might be why it looks so weird in the middle too, is because I pulled over a lot of the edge because I was afraid it was going to unravel. And I wanted to give it a good substance here to help me pick up stitches and everything. I wanted to give it a different look, you know, so I'm not one of those people that has to have all the other clothes other people have, so I'm super excited for this, and I can't wait to see how unique it's going to turn out. So, there it is. And if it doesn't turn out great, it's going to fit somebody, and they're going to love the crap out of it, because look at those rainbow robots, you guys. They're phenomenal. They're my favorite. So, there's that guy. And I knit the green in avocado from Knit Picks. And this is, guys, guess what? This is wool of the Andes. So this one will mess with my allergies too. This is how I found out that wool of the Andes messes with my allergies, is I got a bunch of these and started to knit with it. And I was like, what's happening? So it only messes with it somewhat. But this is 100% superwash wool. So once I wash it, it's really okay. I have another sweater that I did finish in it. And it's so soft and lovely, and I don't have any issues when I wear it. So it's just when it's initially knit, before it's washed, that it's kind of scratchy and stuff. But once you wash it and dry it, oh, it's phenomenal. So, and I did dry mine in the dryer without any issues. So it's your call. It's your call. But yeah, so there's that guy. My nonsense. I have so much of that yarn left, so I'm really hoping that it works out. So, last but not least, the socks that I've been working on, you guys. I have them on my bell bag. They are black and white stripes. So this is Patton's Croy. Your Inspirations. This is, I think it's just black and white yarn is what it's called. Zebra Stripes. Zebra Stripes. So I got 2 balls of these because I'm going to make a sock with each ball. Look at that. So my goal is to make these as long as possible. Maybe I'll put the toe in that purple. That'd be really cute. Ooh. So this is my kind of car knitting. I do this. I have these on Chagus. I do this like on the way to work in the morning and stuff like that. When my husband's driving. Just so I can kind of wake up and it's easy to pick up and then put back down and not have to remember where I was or anything like that because it's self-striping, so it does all the work for you. You just gotta knit it. I knit 60 stitches. I have big feet. I knit 60 stitches. But if my gauge gets off a little bit, then my socks don't match. But I don't care because they're my socks. If I'm making them for somebody else and they complain that the socks don't match, buy your own socks. So, but I made, I don't know how many rows of cuff I made. I'll have to measure and count for the second sock, but I'm just gonna knit away. Sometimes I do it when I'm sitting chatting or whatnot. So these are on Chagus as well. These are fixed Chagus. I'm really liking Chagus. I really like my knit picks, but I got these because I had bamboo ones, and I really like the metal ones better. I don't know what size these are. I have no clue. I can't remember. So, and I got my little ghostly sperm on there. So wrong. So that's what's going on in my sock bag, you guys. I really love these. I wanted to get these done for Halloween because they reminded me of witches' stockings. And I love them so much. I know there are a couple indie dyers that do self-striping black and white yarn. And I love that. None of them are black and white though. They're black and like cream colored. This one is cream colored too, see? It's like, it's not white, it's off-white. And I like that because it kind of looks dingy, like it's an old sock. And I like that. I like that. It looks like an old sock. I'm a weirdo. So there's that. And there's the second ball to put back in there. And then whenever I'm done with those, I think I'm going to cast on the, maybe the Nomadic Yarns socks, but I ordered some Hey You're Crazy Witch self-striping sock yarn from Pretty Twisted Yarns, you guys, and I got the shipping notification this week. I'm so glad she's feeling better. She was able to get some yarn dyed, and I was able to get my order, she was able to get my order shipped out, so I'm going to be probably casting those on because they're Halloween colors. I'm just addicted. I have a problem. I'll admit it, I have a problem. Also, I have my Practical Magic Halloween Advent should be coming soon from Trilogy Yarns. You guys, I'm so excited. This will be my first Advent. I'm super, super, super excited about it. And I can't wait to get it. I can't wait. I cannot wait and open them each day. I'm opening them all at once and I'm going to get crazy with it. I'm going to make a yarn angel. Just something nuts. But yeah, so that's the yarn that I've been doing, the knitting, the conquesting. I haven't been doing any spinning this week. I will be spinning next weekend though. Our town is doing its Scarecrow Day in the park, and the bookstores asked me if I want to come out and do some spinning, help support the bookstore and support my yarn. And I said, sure, I would love to do that. So I'm bringing my spinning wheel and going to be doing some spinning in the park. It's supposed to be beautiful next weekend, so that will be lovely. I can't wait. Guys, I can't wait. Because it really means that fall, is really just right around the corner. I know the first day of fall is coming next week, but, it's still going to be kind of hot this weekend, so it doesn't quite feel like it. So I'm really excited. I have been in spooky mood for a couple weeks now. I didn't start decorating. I wasn't feeling it. And then I was like, I wanted to go and look and see what decorations they have. You guys, nobody has decorations. Like, half the stores don't have their decorations. I think that's shipping issues due to COVID. I think there's just not a lot of people that want to do driving anymore. Totally understandable. I get it. But it's hurting my Halloween vibe. So I've picked up a couple things here and there, but we have begun our big front yard display. We repurposed some of the lath from ripping out our back entryway, and we made some spooky fence and wrapped it in some fake spider webs. And we have our big Halloween creeper. We made a mummy out of my husband and a spider victim, like a cocoon, out of our daughters. She wanted to be wrapped in cellophane and duct tape, apparently, and then stuffed with newspaper. So she's hanging on the side of the porch as a spider cocoon victim, and we've got some big spiders on her and everything. So it's really coming together. I am happy with how it's going so far. We have another build that we're gonna do for like cemetery pillars, like entrance pillars, to come into that yard with some foam board. But it's just been so hot, we haven't been out wanting to do it. So we have a couple weeks before October even starts, and I normally don't light my stuff up until October. So we've had it on to see how it looked and everything, and as we add new things, we turn it on again. But I don't normally turn it on until October 1st. Just because I don't want to hear other people's crap. I don't know. We did get some of the Wi-Fi light bulbs, like the smart light bulbs, and I put them in the entranceway so that when you're on the street, the entranceway is lit up a different color if you want, or a regular color, however you want. So we did we did green, and then the witch's cabinet I have set up got purple lights all over it. So it's just really pretty, you guys. I really just love fall because it's cooler. It's, there's just something so magical about fall. I love Christmas as well. But I just love fall and Halloween. I love the colors. I love the vibe. I love how more people feel more comfortable as themselves during Halloween because maybe they wear spooky stuff all the time. And they feel like they're not being judged for the whole month of October because they're wearing spooky stuff, So I really just love it. And I love fall. Our wedding anniversary is October 13th. We were married on Friday the 13th. So that will be coming up. It won't be a Friday, but it will still be the 13th. So fall has a really special place in our heart for that. So it's a great time of year. And I just love the spooky. So I've been listening to a new audiobook. I did download Audible again only because the books that I wanted from the library through audiobooks are on hold for like 6 weeks, and I really needed something to listen to. So I'm doing another free trial of Audible on Amazon to see if I like it again, because before I didn't like the price that you had to pay for the books, but the book I'm listening to is Nora Roberts' Dark Witch, and it's the unabridged version. I really like the narrator, like the woman that performs the reading. She's really great. Like, I love her Irish accent, and it's just phenomenal. I really am enjoying the story. I'm about 5 hours into it, because I can do it at work, which I've never been able to do before. So I love it. And it makes me feel like I'm still able to read on top of knitting and everything else. So I'm really enjoying diving into that story. If I wanted to buy the books before as just paperback books, I have a lot of books that I haven't read yet. So I didn't want to do that. So I thought I would give them a listen on Audible. And if I really liked them, then I could buy them if I wanted them. But I think they'll just be good on Audible. They're very enjoyable books, though. It's a trilogy, and I'm on the first book. So but I know she does have a couple other books, Nora Roberts, as starting to go in like the fantasy romance era, and I like that more than her normal romance. I like her romance, but not as much. My favorite romance officer my favorite romance author is Jude Deveraux. I really enjoy her writing because it's historical romance, so she focuses more on the historical aspects of a lot of her things. She's also been doing mystery writing as of late, so she has I think 3 mystery books out there. I've read all 3 of them. I love them. They're phenomenal. You kind of don't pick up on the twist and the mystery, which is great because I'm one of those people that I can figure out the mystery pretty quick into something. But this one, it was a little bit different. I couldn't quite figure out where it was going, so it was nice. It was nice to have that refreshingness and that unpredictability. I told you earlier, I've been watching Ghost Hunters on Discovery Plus and some Expedition Unknown. We watched Practical Magic the other day. Oh, that's what I did. I listened to, it's been so long I didn't get to tell you guys. I listened to Practical Magic, the book, on audiobook from the library. It was really interesting to hear the difference from the movie and the book. Originally, I didn't even know there was a book. And it was only like a 4-hour listen, so it wasn't bad. But it was enjoyable. There were some differences, and I liked it. I liked the movie better. Yeah, but I like some of the differences in the book. I also listened to Sleepy Hollow, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, and I didn't like it, you guys. I love Sleepy Hollow, Headless Horseman. I love him. Look, I got a pin right here from when we went to Salem a couple years ago. And we had to go to Sleepy Hollow because why not? It was a little bit out of the way, but it was worth it. I got myself a Headless Horseman pin. And some other stuff. But I love the Headless Horseman. And I was surprised because I have the book and I just haven't read it. I was surprised that I didn't like it. I think the reason I didn't like it is because I listened to it on YouTube. So I just had the video play and just had the screen away. With my headphones in, and I didn't like the background noise that was in there. Like, the way they described Ichabod was meh, you know, it was how you would think of Ichabod. But the voice in the background that they had was like the sniveling Ichabod, and I just didn't like it. Like, he reminded me of Professor Quirrell from Harry Potter. And I didn't like it. So, because I love Ichabod. I love that nerd, you know. And I don't know. I love the story in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow better. I think that's my problem. Because there's so many different ways you can interpret that legend, I guess. Or change it to like fit how you want it. But I like Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. I also love The Hollow. It's an old movie. I don't even know who directs it. I have it on DVD. It has Kaylee Cuoco in it. Young Kaylee Cuoco. Or Cuoco, I'm sorry. She's in it as one of the main characters. And I really love that one because it shows a little bit of a different take on what happened. Like, I just like that. I don't know. I think it's just me. But I did not enjoy the audiobook I listened to on YouTube for The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I think it was the background, like, voices and stuff like that. I think it just, meh. So. But, and then I listened to, you guys, the audiobook, the sequel to Hocus Pocus. I listened to it, and it's fantastic. It's phenomenal. It was so great. And I can't wait for the sequel to actually come out because I know they've been talking about it, and I think they did an actual release date. I think they said this year, but then I think they switched it to next year because COVID's still kind of having fun. But it was really good. It was a very new age take on Hocus Pocus, and Danny and Allison and Max are in it. They're in it. So spoiler alert, they're in it and it was epic. So if you have a chance, I know that Target sells that book. It sells the book, it sells Hocus Pocus and the sequel together as one book. If you have a chance, get it. If you don't have a chance, get the audiobook and listen to it. It's not a long listen, but it's so phenomenal. It's just great. And it has some of the spooky sound and stuff to it, and I really enjoyed it. It was really great. And it made me want to watch Hocus Pocus. So, I mean, who doesn't want to watch Hocus Pocus all the time anyways? But, yeah. So, I'm kind of blathering. Oh, wow, it's been an hour already. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think I'm going to watch Sleepy Hollow tonight. So, but yeah, I am really glad that you guys popped in to see me, and I'm glad I got to share some stuff with you. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I don't know, whatever you want to do. I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing this because it gets me a chance to kind of talk and share what I've been working on and not annoy the crap out of my family with it. Because they don't care. They just listen because they love me. So, all right, you guys. Well, have a happy spooky season if I don't see you before October, but I hope I will. Hopefully I won't be feeling sick anytime soon. And I can get back on here with you guys next week. Maybe I'll share some Adventy goodness if I get it. All right, thanks guys. Oh, where's my controller? Bye. Oh, it didn't stop it. Let's try it again. Boom. Nope. Let's hit the button. Bye.